welcome to Gruen. We'll get to our panel in a moment, but first. Tonight, I'll be talking about this.
Hey, Kim, what are you going to have?
Tonight, I'll be eating a chicken schnitty with chips and chicken salt.
Oh, my God! How did they get Sharon Strzelecki? Yes, as you've probably seen, Kim Kardashian appeared in an expensive new Uber Eats ad.
Nice?
Nice.
Noise.
N-I-C-E, nice.
Noise.
Nice.
It's all right. But in a complete coincidence, Kim also appeared in this hard-hitting interview with Lisa Wilkinson on The Sunday Project. The only problem was someone accidentally left an Uber Eats bag in the background. Journalism. You put an ad for your ad in an interview about your ad.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. You just like to advertise. Then there's Kim's netball bib, KKW. Good thing her name isn't Kim Kardashian Kest. And in another uncanny coincidence, KKW is also the name of another brand Kim flogged this week.
Hey Australia, it's Kim. I am so excited that I partnered exclusively with Meyer to have my KKW fragrances there. They are the best beauty destination for women. Make sure you tag Meyer and me because I want to see pictures of you guys when you get my fragrances.
That's right. KKW is a perfume Kim is selling at Myer. The price? $90. Who would buy that? We would. This is how my body would look if I never had Uber Eats. The new ad is a good distraction for Uber Eats, who have almost as many expensive ads as they do wage theft scandals.
Nice.
No, it's not nice, Uber Eats. It's short. It's gotten so bad, the disembodied delivery driver arms from Uber Eats ads had to get second jobs being disembodied arms in other ads. Or to put it another way, tonight, Uber Eats delivery drivers will be eating nothing because they can't afford it. Oh, I think I know the perfect Kim for your next campaign. This Kim. Nice. Time to welcome our panel, Todd Sampson, and from Pulse Collective, Lauren Zonfrillo. Welcome. Joining them from BWM Dentsu, Kamea O'Keefe, and from PwC, Russell Howcroft. Welcome. Alcohol is ethanol, and this is what alcohol looks like without marketing. Australia's alcohol consumption is at a 55-year low, but spirits are bucking the downward trend. British company Diageo owns many brands you see in bars and bottle-os, and this year alone, it spent more than $3 billion on marketing. 3 times the entire ABC budget. Here's an ad for a brand sitting under its big cocktail umbrella.
O-M-G&T. It's Gordon's Pink, made with real berries. No wonder Abby has taken 700 photos and counting. She hasn't even had a sip yet, but who can blame her? It's just so beautiful. Hashtag Gordon's Pink, hashtag real berries, hashtag delicious, hashtag yum yum yum. Gordon's. Shall we?
We shan't. Hashtag stop saying hashtag. It's hashtag super, hashtag annoying, hashtag Gordon's Gin. You're hashtag 250 years old, hashtag grow up! That ad is so heavy-handed with hashtags, it feels like an undercover cop trying to infiltrate a high school. Hello, fellow children. I'm not old gin, I'm cool young pink gin. Cam, why market a drink on how it looks, not how it tastes?
Yeah, it's funny because we're drinking less alcohol as a nation, but spirits are actually up about 7%. And they suggest that's actually because of the Insta effect.
They've been very clever in that they've created differentiation in a really crowded category. There's thousands of gin brands at the moment and they've been able to stamp themselves. Like in the ad, they call themselves Gordon Pink. They don't even talk about gin.
The ad's far from good.
I think you mean hashtag far from good.
It is far from good. And the VO is really annoying, but kind of credit where credit's due in terms of the photography. So doing this kind of sensory photography where you see it, it makes you thirsty looking at it. And the sound design was quite good as well. You can hear the ice clinging around, and that's all carefully planned. It's too bad the VO kills it. And we know that this type of advertising, where you just hear the sounds and you see that pink color, which is millennial pink, you can't get rid of it. It's been around since 2016. It's everywhere. You know that when you except for that, it's not.
You know what I love is every time I look at you, I'm just going to think about gin now.
In an old advertising construct, it is quite crappy. But in the new advertising construct, it's absolutely on the money. And what's so awesome now, of course, is that you're watching advertising when you're at the point of sale.
It's interesting, though, that you found the voice annoying, because I actually thought it sort of placed it distinctly where I would expect to have these drinks. You know, so Gordon's obviously being a British company, it kind of fit into the heritage, and it actually felt like 5 o'clock knockoff drink.
Alcohol advertising is heavily regulated, but on Instagram, kids as young as 13 are bombarded with alcohol industry messaging. There are more than 6 million posts tagged gin and hundreds of sponsored posts from Australia's top gin-fluencers. The most mentioned brand is Aperol, which is marketed as the drink of summer. There's another spirit trying to own summer too.
What's wrong?
I don't like beer anymore.
Why are you drinking it then?
Because it's summer.
Try summer beer. 30% more summer. Just drink it.
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, who made beer the boss of summer?
It's gonna be a
Hey, don't fight. Thanks to global warming, there's going to be enough summer for both of you. And if you're worried kids might see that alcohol ad, don't. Because the YouTube caption very clearly says, in tiny font, please do not share or forward to anyone underage. So, they've done their bit. First it was beer, then Pimm's, Aperol, and now Canadian Club is being sold as the drink of summer. Russell, are there underground advertising meetings where you decide what we're going to drink and when we're going to drink it?
Of course there are, Will. It's like... This really is a super piece of advertising. If you can find a way to own an occasion, you're well on the way when it comes to alcohol. In fact, most products you need to find an occasion. But the alcohol sector works deeply in what's the best occasion that we can hook our brand in. They've done this very, very creatively. It's a lot of fun, you know. And again, alcohol advertising, there's such a long history of putting some humour into it, thank goodness, because in the end, a little 60 seconds of lovely little movies.
That's... Did you just say lovely little movies?
They are lovely little movies. When they're at their best, that's what I see them as, anyway.
But I was going to say...
Yeah, you're the guy who goes to the movies and walks out after they show the ads at the start. Screw this Star Wars, I was here for the Val Morgan, mate. That's what I'm here for.
Well, I definitely make sure I'm there for the ads. There's great craft skill in the ad as well, just when it cuts away to the poster.
And the music.
Yeah, it's really well done.
It's a humorous way of doing comparative advertising.
There are many tricks in the grog-vertising playbook. The tiniest possible font for the drink responsibly warnings. There's an arms race over the earliest possible origin stories and ads full of complete and utter nonsense.
Creativity can take us anywhere. So catch an idea and make it real. Start with nothing and make something.
Start with nothing and make something. For example, we made this shit ad.
Come
can we just celebrate the awesomeness of the bartender? But seriously, what has happened in the last, I don't know, decade with the bartender and the speakeasy bars and the beautiful backlit, you know, with all the fantastic spirits there, and the idea that a bartender is now a profession, and let's talk about, you know, the ingredients. It's a lovely conversation. And yes, and okay.
Seen any good 30-second movies?
And you can look at those in your pocket while you're there.
I think it's interesting because in terms of B2B gigs, in terms of, you know, selling to the trade, being a booze brand ambassador has to be, like, up there in terms of funnest gigs ever. So if you're, like, 20 or 30 and single, you're literally paid to attend bars and shout everyone there your drink of choice. So, you know, if you're looking...
It's got to the point now where bartenders will be put on planes to go, OK, we're going to go to Hong Kong for the weekend because we're going to do some, you know, new taste testings of brand new cocktails, etc. So it's become a very big part of the marketing of these spirit brands.
They're mirroring the pharmaceutical sales trends and the pharmaceutical marketing trends. It's not like they're paying to get on a plane to Hong Kong. They're getting paid to get on the plane to Hong Kong, and all of a sudden they're using Smirnoff vodka coincidentally. You know, like it's a very clever way of marketing, but more hands-on marketing, traditional marketing.
One of the best ways to sell alcohol is star power. That looks like an Uber Eats campaign. Matthew McConaughey is Wild Turkey's creative director, chief storyteller and barrel boy. He has a 4-part interview series called Talk Turkey, where he does a lot of talking and not a lot of interviewing.
As creative director of Wild Turkey and co-creator of Long Branch, I am here to tell their story. And it's led me on a search for other folks who don't mind taking the hard road in order to do something great. I am here to shine a light on some trailblazers, innovators, groundbreakers, people that make stuff happen.
PTMSH. Pretty terrible made-up slogan, honestly. Last week, Matthew McConaughey was in Australia promoting Wild Turkey, even knocking back a few on the Today Show.
And we thought it would be rude not to christen the glassware.
Oh, this is yummy. Cheers.
It was 7:53 a.m. I haven't seen that sort of commitment to breakfast drinking since Carl after the Logies. Or this guy.
If you're a fair dinkum full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you dog.
Since he signed the deal, they haven't let him sober up.
There is always a bottle in his hand, isn't there? That's right.
But the real chief storyteller when it comes to grog flogging is Ryan Reynolds, who has just made an ad. Oh, I hope things work out for Ryan Reynolds too. Ryan Reynolds, who has just made an ad for a Samsung TV, his Netflix movie, and another brand.
My new movie, 6 Underground, is so huge, you're gonna wanna watch it on a bigger, better Samsung QLED TV. Oh.
Aviation gin.
How'd that get there?
The world's fastest growing gin. Don't you want your mouth to like you?
Cut! Hey, yeah. Why is your aviation gin ad playing?
I bought mid-roll ad placement.
You bought an ad for your gin within an ad, for your movie within an ad for Samsung TV.
Yes.
Well, there's only one way we can beat that.
You're gonna wanna watch it on a bigger, better Samsung QLED TV.
Nice. Nice?
Nice.
How'd that get there?
Nice. N-I-C-E, nice.
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 Nice. And now the pitch, the segment where we give Russell the greatest gift of all, more short films. Tonight we challenged our agencies to sell us 2 competing attitudes to life. Is the glass half empty or half full? Is it filled with champagne or piss? That's right, one agency will convince us that everything is fine while the other convinces us that everything is effed. Please welcome from Rumble, Beck McCall, and from AJF Growth Ops, Dan Forrestal. Beck, how did you persuade us that everything is forked?
Well, it pretty much seems like every time you turn the TV on, there's another reason as to why everything is fucked. So we thought, we're gambling with our future anyway, why not make it interesting?
Let's have a look.
Right now, the odds are stacked against us. You could wait for action, or you could get a slice of the inaction at darkdays.com. The bookie that turns misfortune into this fortune. Find the best prices on all the worst shit. Earn cold hard cash from climate change. Clean up on the next big oil spill. Make a killing on mass shootings. Get stinking rich from poo joggers. Regular horse racing. Or take a chance on our mystery market, anti-vaxxing. You'll be as happy as a parent on pageant day. Because if it's fucked, you'll find it at darkdays.com. Bad shit, good bets. Gamble with your life responsibly, and Epstein didn't kill himself.
Dan, how did you convince us that everything is fine?
Well, whatever our problems are, no matter how big or small, Australians have one foolproof way to deal with all of them.
Let's have a look.
In this wide brown land of ours, life sometimes seems quite bleak. Like when the Wi-Fi all goes down or your latte is too weak. But there's something you can do, and it's bloody easy too. Like when you've run out of all your durries, just say no whacking furries. Just say no whackers, mate. Everything is bloody great. And if the whole world turns to poo, every Aussie knows exactly what to do. Just say no whackers, mate. Australia, we've got no whackers at all.
Todd, which approach did you prefer?
I can't go past a jingle, too.
Lauren, what about you?
I liked smiling at the end of an ad, so I'm going to go with 2.
Cam?
Likewise, Aussie Acoustics, with number 2.
Russell.
Darkdays.com is interesting because there's a movie in that, but there's a longer... but I think it's a longer form movie. Look, I can't not go for the jingle, of course, and the whole thing of no whackers, mate, you know, I can see it catching on. So, number 2.
Well, congratulations to you both. 2019 has shown us a lot of new trends in advertising. These dogs, these flamingos, and this word.
Show your gut some love.
Gut relief. Is your gut fibre fit? And support a healthy gut.
And I've had a gutful. But nothing is more everywhere than this brand.
Or maybe we'll just do both and Afterpay it.
So, what is Afterpay and how does it work?
Afterpay is a really great way to set up 4 payments fortnightly, so it makes it a bit more manageable.
Thanks, Jules Sebastian, Afterpay stylist.
But I think what's interesting, though, like, it's actually a move on from a credit card, right? Because in terms of a credit card can allow you to buy a product with money you don't have and get the instant gratification. I think the genius is in breaking it into the instalments because it removes that barrier because you think, I am shopping responsibly because I can make that $100 a week. And so I think there's kind of, you remove another layer of friction.
It's just lay-by with a tech overlay. Yeah. It's really all it is. It's something that we're used to. It's just that you can just do it on your phone.
I don't know about that. I think it is a millennial thing, but the latest number I saw was 30% of the people default.
Yes,
so
that's
unfortunately, I think ignorance is also a marketing opportunity, and I think most people don't exactly know how it works. What they know is they want that product right now.
Buy now, pay later services can be used for fashion, dental work, IVF, breath toilet products, and even debt for dummies. Another major player is Zip.
Love that summer feeling? The sun, the fun, the frolics. Just like Glenn. Nothing comes between Glenn and his summer feels. Own it now, pay later with Zip.
Hey, Glenn, I hope you use Zip to buy some disinfectant because that's gross, mate. Who would pay for an inflatable flamingo in instalments? Even we wouldn't. Cam, who are these services targeting?
Yeah, I just need a moment after that one because it's like you feel slightly violated.
Well, you should hear from the flamingo.
Well, actually, I think that flamingo, as a distinctive visual, probably gives you a bit of a clue as to who it's targeting because, as you say, it is a frivolous, non-essential.
I think good on Zip for doing this. You know, for
that?
putting a naked guy on a flamingo because
it's Russell's favourite film of the year.
Because we all know how millennials, but not just millennials, everyone, it's just a phone. We're scrolling. So boom, 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 boom. So you need an image that immediately grabs you. I defy anyone to not stop when they see that.
I think that's the trait of the advertising in this Afterpay. It seems all very distracting and purposefully silly. So you don't actually think about the payment plans. You don't actually look at it. They don't explain how it works. They just keep it at a really silly, superficial level, which I think is the strategy.
But also, shopping's supposed to be fun, right?
Oh, God.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, sure, it's
I mean, can we just frickin' relax? It's supposed to be fun. But they're small purchases.
Yes,
they're having fun with their marketing. They're saying, hey, listen, let's just, I know you don't really need it, but I know you want it. And
that's a good thing.
Yes. Why can't we just celebrate the importance of shopping?
Because we're consuming way too many things with money we don't own.
Well, everyone needs a plastic flamingo. Oh, my God.
I don't want to upset Rusty, but I was a bit disappointed with this campaign. What I saw was a reasonably confused message, and at a time of year, it launched at a time of year which is the most expensive time of year to buy media.
Retailers are pushing Afterpay hard. There was the After Bay sale, the After Yay sale, and this. Broke AF, but strongly support treating yourself? Afterpay is now in store. Did you write that, Russell? I get it. Morally broke AF. Afterpay makes a quarter of its profits from late fees and the rest from charging the 20,000 Aussie retailers that use the service. Russell, what's in it for the retailers?
Because they're so good at their marketing, they're actually energising the market and they're energising the sale. As one of the lines with Afterpay, don't overthink it. I mean, how much, if you're a retailer, do you love that?
Yeah, how?
Right? Don't overthink it. The other thing that's awesome is how easy they make the application process.
With many competitors popping up in this space, a name you'll be seeing more of is Swedish brand Klarna. It has just received a $100 million investment from the Commonwealth Bank, the same bank that can deny you a home loan for using buy now, pay later services. It has campaigns featuring Celeste Barber and Snoop Dogg. I'm so excited that Snoop Dogg is involved. I can use instalments to buy weed. Lauren, what do Celeste and Snoop do for the brand?
Look, this is classic disruptor behaviour. So disruptor brands like to be cool because they're so more socially connected to their consumer. They like to be fun. You know, it's like trying to act like you're the cool teenager and you've got the boring old parent. And then they've got proof points to show you as evidence that how cool and fun we are. And you see that in their content and in their creative. When brands use celebrities like Celeste and like Snoop, they're passing off that they've got the same personality traits as that person. So.
And there's no doubt the world's a better place for that ad. I mean, it is... I mean, how can you not watch that commercial? It is absolutely...
Just don't know what's wrong with you tonight, because you've just been so negative about us. Grumpy mood.
You know, beautifully made, beautifully art-directed, unbelievable soundtrack. It's impossible not to like. And I just hope that I see a whole lot more of that. I want to see what's next.
I think that ad is magnificent. Like, and for me, it's apart from...
Yeah.
I'd actually be a good ambassador because the ABC is afterpaying me for Gruen. Afterpay is growing rapidly. You know what else is growing rapidly? Australia's household debt. I think a more honest name for the brand would have been Debt Now or Bills Coming. And there's actually an ad we've shown this year that sums up its attitude better than any other.
If you've got it, own it. And if you don't got it, own it anyway. So go on, own your folly.
Crippling debt, own it!